everyone, so today I am potting up coleus. I've got this tray right here. I've cut some of the sides off already, so I've been trying to save as many as I can, and I'm actually putting them in these little cups. And I've poked holes in them, and then I have my dirt right here, and I'm going to put dirt in the cup, and then I'm going to try to carefully maneuver these coleus out of this and then pot them up into these cups. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to grab some dirt. So I just go in here and got 2 cups there. And I've been filling it up about halfway or quarter of the way because a lot of these are still very, very small. And then what I'm doing is I'm coming back over here and I'm literally just using my fingers to maneuver these out. So you'll see here, I'm trying to take this bunch out here. So I just put my finger in and just sliding them carefully forward and untwisting them as I go. And just setting them aside. And then I'm just taking these little roots and putting them in the cup like this and pushing them in. And then if I need to, I add some more soil around them. That way they'll be all rooted up and in their own pots. And that's the only thing with doing mass sowings like that is when you have to pot them up is you gotta carefully tease the little plants out of the pot. And this one's being a little stubborn. And then you just add a bit more dirt and kind of stabilize it upward. All the way around it. I just use my fingers to kind of push it in. And make sure the dirt's good and firm, and it gives them some support. And you can see it is in there and it's protected by the walls so it can continue to develop. So I have a bunch of little ones here and I've been kind of picking through them and repotting them up as well. So I'll just grab some dirt again and show you. And then I put a little more dirt in, and then you can see it's about 3/4 high. And then I'm literally pushing that in and then firming around it with my fingers and getting it upright. And sometimes it takes a bit of maneuvering to achieve this, like he just fell over again. Put it down so I can firm it in better. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. No real easy way of catching this. There. And then push a little bit more dirt up. And you can add dirt as it grows, and you can see that one's done. And that's literally how I'm dealing with these coleus, is I'm looking for the ones here that are really, really little, like this, and I've been trying to save them too, and then pick off the individual ones. You can see that little guy, there's 2 of them in there, and I'll just grab some more dirt because I'm trying to save as many seeds as I can, and then I'm just going to push them in there and firm around and make sure he makes good contact with that soil. And I got another one in there too, which is fine. Here's a larger one here, and carefully teasing it out of the dirt so I can find a cup I can get apart there, and just scoop up some dirt, and then I'm going to put him in just like that and tamp his roots in. This is a really nice size one. I find the 2 fingers around him like a V seems to work the best for firming them in. Good. And I'm just going to add a little more dirt because he's really tall. So you can see I've added a bit more dirt here just to show you up close what it's looking like. And I'm just going to push him in really good and straighten him out. Straighten it out. There you go, done. Got some little ones in there, and I'm just gonna leave them. If they root, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. This one's a little bendy, so I'm just gonna push them down a bit more. And add a little bit more soil around him. Just because he's lanky a bit, so that helps as well to give them a little more support. And done. You see, I'm just carefully pulling them out, and there's multiples in here, so I'm just going to lift them up and just tease the roots and set them aside so I can do them separately. And now we got a nice root. And grab some dirt. And I'll just set it right here, and then I'll push him in. This one's pretty nice and upright. And just add a bit more, because you can see he's slowly falling this way. So we're just gonna stabilize him a bit more and try to keep those lower leaves from not being too covered. And I'm just pushing down and firming and pushing toward him, or it. I always want to say him, not sure why. All right, and then that's it. That is how you stabilize them. So you can see all the ones I've done and how they're looking. Some are bigger and some are really small, but they should do really well in this cup. They're well protected in there. It gives them some shelter and some stability, and now they are separated so they can grow more. And if they outgrow these cups, I will move them to the next size up a cup and put more holes in it until we can transplant them out into the garden. So it's really kind of nice to have this many coleus to put out in the garden. And I will show you something else. Because I want to put a lot of the coleus under the trees in the shade area, I started another batch. This time I started them actually in a 72 tray. And you can see them here. In a matter of like 3 days, they all came up, and I just scattered the seeds. So I will have to pick some out and move them to the other cells, which isn't a big deal. I can carefully do that with a spoon or tweezers or something, my finger, and move them. But they look really good, nice and healthy, and they're under the grow light. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you find it helpful. And don't forget to drop me a comment or two. Let me know how your coleus is doing, if you're growing some, and what type you're growing. This is the mixed. And see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone. Bye.